Well, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us. We are going to share with you what we're so excited about in the world of Shackley. We call this overview, Own Your Life, and who doesn't want to do that? So thanks for joining us, and I just want you to know when we started, we didn't know a whole lot about the wellness industry, but we knew we wanted to get healthier, and we also knew that we wanted to be in a growth industry, and we found the perfect company at the perfect time in not only the industry, but also in the life cycle of what's happening in the wellness industry. So with that, let's talk a little bit more about what we're about. And I'm going to have Cheryl start off to tell you a little bit more about our story and kind of how we got to where we are today.
All right. Well, I grew up on a small farm north of Minneapolis and St. Paul in Minnesota. And the picture over on the left are all my siblings, but the one on the top middle is my sister and I. We started a business together years ago, 30, 40 years ago. We started a travel agency. We got to travel all over the world. The picture on the right she took of me in Antigua. If I could go back and tell that young lady sitting on the rocks who thought my life was over, I had just cut off all my hair and I had become a single mom, if I could have only told me that the best really is yet to be. Over on the left, you see my girls and the neighbor girl on our horses. I lived out in the country too after I had children. Picture in the middle are my three kids. The one at the bottom of the middle is our granddaughter. And that day I had her at the park and she said, "Where are the other kids?" I said, "Well, they're in daycare." And she said, "Well, where are their moms?" I said, "They're working." She goes, "Where are their nanas?" And I said, "They're working too." She said, "Well, they should work from home like you." And she loved it. But she and Nana were at the park that day. Over on the right, I don't know if you guys all know, but Marty is a competitive diver. And this is his current diving team. It's all of our grandchildren.
That's right.
And Papa and Silas are way at the end of the pool. But we have been able to have so much fun and time with the kids, and we love working from home.
Beautiful. Well, a little bit about my story. I grew up in the middle there, top picture, you can see us a little bit more grown up, but my mom's there in the back row, and she raised us 5 children, worked 2 jobs, both one in a bar, one in a restaurant, trying to get us off of welfare, and really taught us that if we wanted more out of life, we had to go to work and be disciplined. And in going through school, I was able to be an honor student. I never finished college, so please don't think less of me, because I was too busy starting and running my own business. And I learned as a young age how to be an entrepreneur, how to make money, whether it was raking leaves or shoveling or the paper route. And I started setting goals early, whether it was, buying my car, at 16 years old by saving money since I was 12. So I've been able to do a lot to help a lot of people travel, do some adventurous things. You can see from skydiving to hanging out with some of my mentors like Anthony Robbins, who I got to meet because of this business, including also a diving legend, Troy DeMoss, that you see in the lower right-hand corner. Cheryl said I'm a little bit competitive. I've competed in a number of different sports. Probably the highest ranking I've gotten is a national ranking in table tennis. And so we've just had a ton of fun to be able to travel and meet some great people through this business, but also to be able to help other people accomplish their goals, knowing that if we can do it, they can do it too.
What's your favorite trophy?
Well, my favorite trophy is from my grandkids. Our two grandsons said that I put the great in grandpa, which is a pretty neat trophy to have, in addition to all the others. Cheryl, talk a little bit about the 4-year career, the Master's Edition, that we were so privileged and excited to be a part of.
Well, I've been a student of Richard Bliss Brooks for decades. He's sort of the MLM whisperer. He explains the business in a simple, forthright manner, how it makes sense, and he's been doing it for decades. It's just now catching on for people. The picture of me on the lower left, I had to sell my home. I couldn't keep it up anymore out in the country with the horses and everything. And at closing, the IRS came and took every dime because I didn't know that my ex owed money on our company from the last year we were both married. We were married, and I didn't have money for even first and last month rent. So I lived in the basement of a commercial building. But as you can see, it doesn't look like that. You don't have to let everybody know how desperate you are sometimes. I had silk drapes and wool rugs and my carved chess set, my cherry furniture, but my kids went through a real learning curve with that. But we were honored to meet Richard and be featured in his book.
Yeah, and as I love the quote that you always share, don't let your history keep you from your destiny.
That's right.
And so in there, we're kind of the if we can do it, you can do it too edition, because there were so many other PhDs and masters and doctors who are also very successful in this wellness industry.
Right. If
So
you haven't read that book yet, get a hold of it.
yeah, you don't have to know it all to make it all and to enjoy the benefits. Speaking of it all, the growth market that we wanted to be in, one of the goals was to get healthier and be in a growth industry. Almost 10% average annual growth year over year, and it's already a $7 trillion industry and growing twice as fast as the global economy. Time Magazine did an article that talked about supplements fill gaps. We're going to talk about some of the most clinically proven products in the wellness industry, period, bar none. And so nutrition and healthy lifestyle will help prevent 60-90% of major disease. Now, good genes are good, but using the right products on a daily basis will definitely give you an opportunity to enjoy a longer, healthier life. Now, it does take time. This is not a magic pill, but it's something that's a lifestyle thing, and it's something that will allow you to be able to build wellness. Now, speaking of which, Dr. Shackley, our founder, you want to talk about incredible leadership as far as a company, understood that as a chiropractor and as a preacher and as an entrepreneur, he wanted to do good for himself, but more importantly, wanted to do good for others and the environment. And I love his quote. He says, the medical field is interested in treating disease. I'm interested in building health. And that's what this is really all about, is the wellness part of this industry. And in building this company and helping others to get healthy along the way, we maintain an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've paid over $9 billion with a B in commissions and bonuses to people like you and I. And then Roger, almost 20 years ago now, took over that vision, and as our visionary leader, to take this to the next level and all around the world. And I love his quote, the only way we succeed is to make our customers healthier and our partners wealthier. You know, and Roger comes from a Harvard and Yale background. He owned beauty.com, and he's also not only our chairman and CEO, but also the chairman of the World Federation of Direct Selling Association. So we have an incredible leader at the helm. We have an incredible foundation, both the right industry with the right products. Cheryl, talk a little bit more about our association with Wangari Maathai in that lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, over here, Roger's planting trees with Wangari, the first woman in East and Central Africa to earn a PhD. She also earned the Nobel Prize for the Environment. And she loved that Shackley was the first carbon neutral company in the world. When she won that Nobel Prize, Roger called her and congratulated her in Swahili. He speaks 5 languages. The picture on the upper right is when he closed the Atlanta Aquarium and held a party for us.
Pretty amazing. I love it. So we are excited about not only how we make a difference, but also the history of what Shackley's all about. Please share that.
Shackley has worked so hard to make these products the most potent, powerful products in the world. They have over 70 patents, 110 published clinical product studies. These aren't the kind you pay to get into. They're the kind you pray to get into. And we have millions of happy, healthy customers. And they're beyond safe and organic. They test for 350 harmful contaminants. They do 3 times the U.S. Pharma Standard tests. And over 100 quality tests, 100,000 quality tests are run annually. We have a history of firsts. We were the first to invent multivitamins in the US in 1915. To give you some perspective, Alexander Graham Bell was making the first transcontinental phone call when Dr. Shackley introduced vitamins. Dr. Shackley was so far ahead of the curve. We were the first in the world to obtain climate neutral certification, the first to introduce an Earth Day product, and we were the first long-term proof of supplement benefits with our landmark study. Now we have 2 of them.
Amazing. Well, talk a little bit about one of the incredible studies, and I know one that you like to talk about, which is the telomere study.
My favorite. I never thought I'd love science so much. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn is a Nobel Prize winner in medicine. She said keeping telomeres from shortening may create a longer, healthier life, and that the Shackley population is remarkably healthier than the general population, shown in 2 studies, the landmark study on long-term nutritional supplement users and the telomere study. And she showed that Shackley users had longer end caps. That means longer, healthier life. And you guys, better results means better money, more money. So keeping telomeres from shortening may create a longer, healthier life. And Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, is it or was that no Epple,
Yep.
said, "I don't think I've ever seen such a healthy adult sample. Shaklee may protect them from the usual effects of age, obesity, and stress." Now, this next part is my favorite. An 80-year-old Shaklee user is projected to have the same telomere length as a 41-year-old non-user. 40% less shortening of telomeres. You guys, that is the fountain of youth. And she said Shaklee users had significantly longer telomeres in their 50s, 60s, and 70s compared to controls. Supplementation may slow shortening that occurs with aging. That may be why these beautiful Shaklee ladies are so excited in their 70s and beyond. It could also be that they've been making six figures for decades.
That's right. Better results means money in the bank for you.
That's right.
It does take work, but the opportunity is there to be able to benefit. So with that, let's talk a little bit more about some of the other things in the way of our studies when it comes to the lifetime proven results.
Now, we knew we had to do something. I knew years ago there was a decline in soil nutrient density and content, and now we have these 10 and 20-year studies. You guys were the only company that has anything like this. They showed that we had 32% lower levels of triglycerides, 141% higher levels of vitamin D, and that means better bone, immune, and cardio health. You guys, it's not magic. It is pure science. And we had 32% higher of HDL, that's the good cholesterol, for lower risk of heart disease, 36% lower levels of C-reactive protein. That helps us measure what's happening in a cell or organism. And 13% lower levels of homocysteine. That's an indicator of brain and cognitive health. You guys, that has to be a good thing. They showed Shaklee users have a lower risk of dementia, good metabolic health, a 52% lower risk of diabetes, better cardio health, 90% lower risk of cardiac arrest. You guys get a hold of these studies. They showed we had healthier levels of C-reactive protein. So there's a lot of good things going on. They showed that Shaklee people also use less meds.
Right.
They had increased energy. My doctors are just shocked when they know of the problems I've had with my heart, with arthritis, with cancer, and I'm on 2 meds, one in the morning, one at night. And they're just blown away that I'm still here. So they showed these Shaklee users had increased energy, physical strength, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. You guys, all of that comes from a solid nutritional program. Shaklee spent over $350 million in research and development.
Amazing.
We're so grateful they did.
All right, on this next slide, you might have to
cover your eyes.
But here's true confessions of 2 that have released over 80 pounds and kept it off. Now, listen, this is not going to happen overnight. For us, it's been some 15 years in the making.
Over that.
Where we've been able to come a long way, baby. And so the idea is that when we understood that we were taking the best nutritional products, protein, and the good things in our body knows then what to do, and we can live a longer, healthier life. And it's not a crash diet. This is a lifestyle. We could be in the 4 seasons or on a fancy cruise, and we still start every morning with our Shaklee shake and our vitamins.
It's the best breakfast we can have. Gives us energy, helps us look younger, think younger. It's amazing.
Yeah, and we've had tons of coverage. Now, these are just a few of the many national publications, both TV and in magazines, where we've been featured. Everything from our anti-aging products to our incredible skin and youth product as far as our nutritional for the skin products.
That's right. And Shaklee's just getting started on a major campaign that's going to help anybody who decides to join build a very successful nutrition business.
You know, so we're talking hundreds and hundreds of products in 4 different categories. So we're obviously not going to go through all of those. But some of my favorites are, of course, MindWorks and also Meology, which, by the way, happens to be on sale this month.
That's right. I love that.
And Meology is basically a health assessment that you can take. And with all these different combinations, it'll figure out exactly in a little satchel that will come for morning and afternoon or evening of exactly what supplements to take. So it makes it really simple and really convenient. Now, MindWorks helps with memory and retention. It's helped me with my minor dyslexia and so many other things. Math is a lot easier for me. So these are just some of my favorite products. Again, results may vary, but everyone that I encourage to use the products, I tell them, remember, you got nothing to lose.
That's
It
right.
comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And if it doesn't give you the results you're looking for, you get your money back.
That's right. And for me, it's hard to pick. I have so many favorites. Over on the left, the Vivix.
Yep.
We have gummies now. Each little tiny gummy has the resveratrol of 40 glasses of red wine in it, and we take 3 of the gummies a day. Or you can have the liquid. Marty takes it in gel caps, and he prefers it that way.
Yep.
We also have at the top there, we've got some wonderful multitaskers. The Up and Glowing is delicious, and it relaxes me, and it's collagen and things that are really good for me. I also like our collagen that I put in our shakes in the morning. But I was at the salon a couple months ago, and the owner said, "What'd you do to your hair?" I said, "Nothing." And he goes, "Did you get it permanent?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well, you broke it off." I said, "No, that's new hair." He said, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm in my 70s." And he was shocked that I had that much new hair growing. And then, of course, I love our little eye treatment. And this picture here of me, I look older in the top picture. And that was before I started using our eye treatment. So, and we've got some amazing skincare. We'll take just a peek here at part of them. A lot of them are EWG verified, which means they are non-toxic. It's scary how many toxins are in some skincare and that people will put on their face.
Yeah.
But our youth skin line is clinically proven to reduce the appearance of age spots, gives you smoother skin and improved skin tone. If you don't look younger, you get your money back, and that's a good thing. If you don't look 10 years younger, you get your money back.
Right.
It plumps, brightens, visibly reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's 100% vegan. It's protected, and vitamins don't oxidize. It preserves their power. So when I had radiation, I had 2 months of radiation, and the doctor said, "Are you using the lotion I gave you?" I said, "Oh, no. I use youth lotion because it has vitamins in it." But I said, "It's not just what I put on my skin, it's what I consume."
Right. And these non-toxic skincare products are not only great for women, but are excellent for men as well.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about people who have choices that choose Shaklee. Excuse me. So one of the things that I'm excited about is that we have more generational leaders that have been able to pass their business on to others more than any other company. And we have also paid more people over $1 million. And we've also been able to be on every space mission since 1993. And we've donated over $100,000 to help with kids' nutrition programs. So talk a little bit about, sweetie, because I know this is your favorite, when we had an opportunity to meet Commander Mark Kelly and his brother Scott.
We got to meet the Kelly boys. They're twins. Scott flew his brother. No, Mark flew Scott up to the space station.
Right.
And Scott lived there for a year. They're studying them because they're identical twins. But both of these guys take Shaklee. In fact, here, Mark has it floating in the space shuttle. It's amazing to me. Again, people with choices. Shaklee.
Absolutely.
And we get it wholesale.
There you go.
And some of the other benefits we have when we have a business are Utah.
Well, I just want to say that today we get paid to basically help others that are looking to work from home, or maybe they want to work from the beach,
right,
which we prefer. You also get paid by helping others to live a healthier life. So the wellness business comes with tons of benefits. And first of all, you have a free membership opportunity, special military offers, annual birthday gifts, and also the opportunity to have special member-only offers, plus a free shipping on all $150 orders.
Sorry,
That's all right.
I didn't mean to do that.
And also 15% discount on future orders. Plus, the community that we build through our wellness communities gives you the opportunity to also look forward to earning, and it does take some work, but to earn a car allowance through our car program, be able to earn incentive trips. There's also cash prizes and other cash bonuses, all kinds of swag gifts that they give out. The member center that we have in place helps you track your purchases, all of your points to kind of keep track of where you are, to help with promotions, and gives you great health information for not only yourself, but also how you can educate others as well.
Yeah, ask the person who shared the video with you to share the little booklet that goes over all the details.
Beautiful. All right, well then let's talk a little bit more about what this business has done. For us, it gives us more time to be with family, or for some of you might want to be able to just get away from it all, including family. Talk a little bit about some of the things that we've been able to experience over the years with Shackley.
I don't think we have enough time. We have been able to be there for our kids and grandkids. And the relationships we have with them, we would have never had in a regular job or career. And we were able to help our granddaughter buy her the dress of her dreams when she got married 2, 3 years ago.
Yeah, and amazing to see all the leaders and all the friendships and all the relationships that we've built with all the people all around the world and being able to travel the world as well.
We've had so much fun. I'm only going to talk about one picture here at the bottom in the middle where you see that peacock light. We were at the Atlantis, I think, in the Bahamas. We were on a cruise with Vic and Carla, business leaders in Hawaii. And we were pulling into the port, and I said to Carla, I think I'm going to go into town and buy some T-shirts. She said, I think I'm going to buy that house. I mean, Marty and I have been surrounded by people who think bigger than us. And it has helped our business grow because of it. And we love these people. This is some team shots from the conference. And we have another one coming up in June. I hope you guys can meet us in Dallas.
Yeah, absolutely. So really the next steps, Cheryl, talk about the people, because they get to set their pace to go at their speed, and they're in the driver's seat.
Yep. You can talk to the person who invited you. We just have a simple little survey you can do for that health assessment. It will curate a program just for you. Or if you want to focus on skincare or joint health or brain health, you're in the driver's seat. You do what you want to do. And Shackley will give you a free membership with your first order, plus a whole bunch of offers, special offers. And then launch your business. You can do a Zoom launch, which we love doing with our people, and we're happy to start yours. And then you get paid. When we started, I just wanted to get the stuff wholesale and then make enough money to get free product. Well, it got out of hand in a really, really good way. So, and when I had cancer over on the right, Marty didn't have to worry about money. He could be there for me. He could be an advocate. When my mom was put on hospice, I moved in and took care of her, and I had my laptop with me. And this picture on the lower right was taken of her at Sam's Club 2 weeks before she went to heaven. And we have been able to do so much more for our family. The picture of Marty and the little guy in the middle is the same little guy where they're carrying an apple tree. Yeah. Because they have a relationship today.
Yeah, it's amazing. Shackley pays a higher percentage more than any other company out there. So this is a great way to be able to ride the wellness wave, to be able to get paid helping others. So we encourage you, since we know it's coming, since it's here, you can either watch it or ride it.
That's right.
And like Dr. Shackley says, the future will be exactly what you think to make it. So here's to your success. I hope that you'll get back with the person who thought enough to invite you to take a look at this video and get all your questions answered. Find out more in depth about our compensation plan, our product lineup, and hear their product testimony and what the business and the products have meant for them. Thanks, everyone. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you again live, either in Dallas or at one of the other regional events soon.
Take care. You can do this.